Let me check the other room first. Okay, I'm just going to check again whether everyone is at the correct room. 6210 is here. 9070. Okay. 7447. Okay. 1990. Okay. 2967. Okay, there you go. 4648.
Haris.
Here, right? Okay, it's okay. 4713. Okay. 6065. Okay. 74 in the correct room. So to begin, can we get 6210 for his first speech? Thank you. You can just say it up to us.
Oh, okay.
They need to pass. They need to pass to us.
That's what?
Do they need to pass anything?
No. Time order.
When people usually die, they will confess on the things they will regret the most before taking their last breath. And the funny thing is, the things that they had regretted the most are not the things they did, but rather the things they did do. Good morning, honorable judges and ladies and gentlemen. My title will be Alive but Dead Inside. I ask you, would your last words be, if only I had? Time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. What were you created for? Life is not about working on and on, waiting for payday and paying off your bills. It's about giving each and every human a gift. You see, I don't mean to offend history, but Abraham Lincoln, that man never had a dream. That dream had him. You see, people don't choose dreams. Their lives made the dreams to choose them. So the true purpose of life questions you if you have the true courage to grasp the dream that picked you. Let me emphasize the point. People are very afraid of flying in planes because they were afraid planes will fall out of the sky and they will go, you die, I die, all die, bye-bye. So when they should be more feared of when they're on the ground. You see, on the ground, planes wear rust and deteriorate faster than they would be in the air, making them less reliable to take off. Same goes to us. Planes were built to live in the sky. What about us? We were made to live the dream outside of us. They say dying is the greatest loss. But I say the greatest loss is living one's entire life on the ground without ever taking off. We are all commonly subject to fear. We are always afraid of the tigers that will come at night to rip apart our hopes and dreams, when we should have been afraid of the tiger within ourselves. And that tiger is called doubt. You see, doubt is the most bloodthirsty predator in the whole universe, for it has hunted down and killed more dreams than failure ever did. Doubt can turn successful people into kind of people. I know that you know what kind of people are. Kind of people are lethal. You kind of want to succeed. You kind of want to get a star. Let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. If you kind of want to get something, then your results will also be a kind of. What is that spark that ignited that dream that you yourself had wanted? You can't just kind of want it. You have to take it in with every heartbeat of your being. Just want it with every thought on your mind. Because there is no such thing as shortcuts on your yellow brick roads. There is no such thing as mountains without roads or highways without accidents. At times, to reach the top of the mountain, you have to overcome a whole lot of difficulties. At times, you might stress yourself or be depressed. Well, here's the thing. Bruce Lee was rejected by his fellow martial artists who said that his methods were too aggressive, but he kept going. Universal Studios said Steven Spielberg should have worked as a janitor instead of a director, but he kept going. You see, when Whitney Oprah auditioned for her first TV show, the TV critics said that she had no talent for life. You cannot go back in time to make a brand new beginning, but you can start now and make a brand new ending. Thank you.
You can take our time for one, right? Okay, thank you very much. Are you ready? Okay, so can we go through the second one, which is number 9070? Right.
I want to ask you all a question. Have you ever underestimated a child before?
Yes.
I'm sure that you all did. And what do you think the child would felt if you underestimated them? Of course, they will feel bad for themselves, and it would actually hurt them mentally rather than physically. Maybe even drive them into depression and all types of mental illnesses. And I'm here to tell you all why we shouldn't underestimate kids, because they can do more than what we expect them. Children can be very creative and innovative. In our society, we need those creative and innovative people. To tell a child to invent something or draw something out for you. Take my little brother for an example over there. He wants to make a machine that can remove the smell of the fart. So children can be so creative, they have so many ideas. And then to add on, they are also very knowledgeable. It's because from the day they were born, they keep stimulating their minds. They keep thinking and thinking and thinking. They learn from their everyday life, from their everyday experiences. The more that they learn, the more that they know. And we shouldn't really just expect them from their academics. Everything A. Okay, your English must A, your mathematics must A, your science must A, everything A. And then you must go to the first class. But to me, I feel like we should overestimate them from their academics, but rather overestimate them by their intellect. Children can be as smart as adults, and they can also be matured at an earlier age. But children's capabilities are boundless. They can do anything they want, and they can go researching, they can learn, they can read, and they can do anything. Adults and teachers should judge them by their intellect, should judge them by their age, rather than their intellect, and how the children process the information, and how they observe and analyze everything else. Thank you.
Ready? Okay, thank you very much. Can we get number 7447?
Achieving their ulterior motives. Basically, we watch them save the day. But what about the superheroes in real life? Well, reality superheroes don't have to wear capes. So, what they wear are scrub suits in stethoscopes in hospitals, blazers and suits in courts, and badges or bulletproof vests in the field. They may not crawl on walls, but they do risk their lives entering into burning buildings with hoses to put out fires so they won't endanger the lives of citizens. They may not carry shields, but they do carry sacks of rice after a day's harvest to a local market so people in the community can buy something to eat. Nurses, doctors, lawyers, soldiers, firefighters, teachers, farmers, police officers, and writers are many others that are mixed reality superheroes. These are among the countless professions out there that are practiced by competent and brave individuals who make our world a better place to live in. So what do these heroes without capes do? Nurses and doctors heal the sick. Lawyers defend justice. Soldiers fight for the country's freedom and honor. Police officers reduce crime rates. Engineers and architects build the very homes we live in. Journalists broadcast facts and information, and writers share stories for inspiration and education. One could name more than 100 others who strive to do what's best for everyone. But the point is that the world needs superheroes so that everybody can have an equal share of rights and opportunities that we need in order to live our lives the way we deserve to. The movies we watch may present fictional superheroes as a product of creativity. But in our reality, our superheroes already exist among us. They may live ordinary lives and are known by ordinary names. But when we see them as they are and recognize what they do, they will be known for the extraordinary things they do. Jodi Picoult once said, "Heroes didn't leap tall buildings or stop bullets with an outstretched hand. They didn't wear boots and capes. They bled and they bruised. And their superpowers were as simple as listening or loving." Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can we get number 1990?
I once asked
my little sister, what makes you happy? And her reply was, lollipops. How can something as simplistic as a lollipop bring happiness? And that made me think, what is happiness? Happiness is that warm, fuzzy feeling that we get at the core of our homes, like putting on a large blanket. Mahatma Gandhi once said that happiness is what you say, think, and do are all in rhyme and harmony. Happiness is that invisible force that compels us to want to sing, dance, laugh, but most importantly, smile. They say that a smile is a universal sign of happiness. But they also say that in society today, smiles are hard to come by. Now, why is that? People are so caught up in their own lives that they fail to stop and smell the roses that are blooming right in front of them. Living in this metropolitan era, where the technology is ever growing, the society is ever advancing, people find it harder and harder to find true happiness. They say that happiness is locked up in a chest, chained with what should have and what could have been dropped into an ocean of despair, surrounded by sharks that feed off of your fear. The key to this chest is said to be found in materialistic things, like climbing the corporate ladder, job promotions, high-ranking jobs, money. These people think they're happy. They think that the moment they ascertain success, the key to happiness is in their hands. But this very key dissipates the moment another job promotion comes up in the market. A higher status can be achieved. These people aren't happy. For happiness is getting what you want. But happiness is really wanting what you get. My mother once told me that to her, happiness was warmth, an overpowering feeling of love and care for her children when she held them for the first time. Albert Camus once said that you'll never feel happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you continue to search for the meaning of life. My grandmother once told me that to her, happiness isn't ready-made, but is found when she makes her words and her actions. To me, happiness comes in the form of 3 F's: friends, family, and faith. The red packets that I received during Chinese New Year, the heartbreak that I went through with my peers, the lonely moments and quiet moments that I spend with God are all the things that make me unbelievably happy. Money cannot buy happiness, because the best things in life are definitely free. I wouldn't trade my happiness for gold, silver, diamonds, for all the riches untold. For my happiness is priceless. Happiness is being home again. Happiness knows no sin. Happiness is being free once more. But true happiness is from within. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we get number 2967? You?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Today I'm going to be talking about a very important topic that affects all of you in this room. I'm going to be talking about why it's important to follow traffic rules. I'm sure many of you mummies and daddies have scolded the driver of the car in front of you. True, Allah definitely has. I'm going to be focusing on three main reasons why we should follow traffic rules. My first reason is to keep us safe and prevent accidents. For example, a car runs a red light while there's another car that's following the rules goes on a green light. You could have a serious accident. Did you know that the World Health Organization found Malaysia as one of the highest countries which have people dying from road accidents? Second reason is to make drivers comfortable and have a pleasant drive. I have seen people cut queue while driving and it can make people upset and delay people while going to places that they urgently have to go. My third reason is to make the world a better place and prevent chaos. Imagine that we didn't have any rules, everything would be a mess and the world would be a difficult place to live in. So I'm a kid and I know I have many rules and I know rules are hard to follow, but as these reasons I've listed up here, I think we should follow the traffic rules and make the world a better place. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we get number 4648?
Good day, everyone. Honorable judges, friends, the audience. Today, I'll talk about my experience with bullying, with my personal experience with depression. When I was a kid, I wasn't ever the guy that fit in all the time. I was always left out or last picked. When I was 9, we moved from Slime to Kota Masara, two different places with two different mindsets. I was put into a new school, a new environment with new people, a new way of thinking. There I was harassed, insulted, and isolated just because I could speak fluent English. This got so bad to the point where a teacher told my mother that I may be mentally challenged just because I couldn't understand her dialect. My mom, of course, pulled me out of the school, to stop me from getting stones and cans thrown at my head, to stop me from getting more mentally traumatized than I already was. Though it helped a little, I was still isolated. I was still insulted. I remember the one night when I was 11 years old, holding a knife to my chest, knowing that if I had pushed it an inch deeper, I wouldn't be standing in front of you all today. Friends, audience, judges, this does not have to happen. The world can be a better place. I remember looking for answers and now going on the internet and finding people just like me, lost with nowhere to go, alone in the dark. And I thought to myself, if there are people like this in the world, who am I to be sad? So I decided to help them. I made their life the slightest bit better. Every time I see someone sad and down, I just try. Even though I know I can't help, I try. Because of this, I learned that one word can start a war, and that one word can bring peace. I learned that forgiveness is the greatest gift you can give to people. People live their lives not being forgiven for the sins that they have committed. Ladies and gentlemen, this does not have to happen. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you very much. Can we get number 4713, please? It's okay, take your time. You can also go out first, it's okay, take your time, we'll skip the number, we'll go to the next one, we'll give him time, it's okay. Yeah, right? Thank you.
If you want, can bring him out.
Yeah,
if that makes you feel better.
Yeah. Just take a deep breath.
Yeah, I think it happens. Yeah. Okay, we'll skip that number first. Can we go to number 6065? Give him time to go out first. Yeah. Thank you.
talking about something that most of you maybe have not done. Now, I want to ask you a question. Has anyone here ever rode a horse?
Yes.
Okay, some people may rode a horse, but do you take care of the horse? Like, have you ever stayed at night at that place? No. So, if I want to talk about how does it feel like being a horseback rider? So, obviously we start off, what is horseback riding? So it's not just about riding with the horse. It also has to do with having a bond with the horse. Like, has anyone here watched Avatar? Right, a lot of people, right? So there is a part where in the theory the girl said to Jake about tahelu, where he has a thing with the horse, the hanging, but of course we don't have it. But still, that is basically the scenario that is happening when you with the horse. So when you become a horseback rider, you need to know a lot of things, and you have this burden on the horse because you have to take care of the horse, shower the horse. You have to join competitions for the horses so that you can get prizes, because when you have something, a gift that not really many people can do, then of course you want to show what you can do. So these competitions there was a place at Selangor Club. There was a National Horse Show 2017. Did anyone see that? No, but there was. It was at Selangor Club. I went there. I joined to help the horses there. Did a competition myself, but the competitions there were dressage, jumping, and so on. In my life, I started last year horseback riding, and it wasn't pretty fun. But this year, I started growing more competitive, and now I would like to conclude my speech by saying, if you have an opportunity to ride horses, I think you should take it. And when I say ride horses, I don't mean going to ATV rides, okay? I mean by going to real places that really teach you how to ride horses, like Selangor Club, Royal Selangor Polo Club, and Malaysia Equine Majlis. And that's all. Thank you.
No. It's okay. Remind me to bring the paper again next time. Okay, thank you very much. Can we get number 7426, please?
an enduring one. We face poverty, an increasing worldwide issue that needs to be addressed, and fast. What is poverty, you may ask? Poverty is the state of being poor and lack of means of providing material needs or comfort. This issue has existed for a long time, and to many extents it remains worldwide still in this 21st century. There is an estimate of 1.4 billion people living in poverty today. Charities such as Trocare and Concern fight against poverty to help make a difference. These people, just like you and I, are fighting daily for survival. They have nothing. We have everything. Life should be full of memories and experiences that you should cherish forever, not the experiences that they have to live through every day. The happiest experiences that these people have is a spoonful of food or a gulp of clean water, which is something we take for granted. There are approximately 2 billion children in the world, and 1 billion of them are living in poverty. 134 million children aged 7 to 18 have never been to school. 6 million children under the age of 5 die every year as a result of hunger. This has to change. 21,000 children die every year due to malnutrition, malaria, war, lack of food, lack of water, and countless other things that we can prevent. We've all seen the depressing advertisements of Trocare or other charities that make us teary. But let me ask you something. Do you take action and help these people in need? We would like to think yes, but the real answer is no. You guys feel sorry for these people. Just watching the advertisements won't help them. You need to take action. Feeling sorry for the suffering people does not help them. It's not enough. When we don't take action, we leave these unfortunate people in constant suffering. Just take a step back and start addressing the global issue. It's not about one person donating. It's about the contribution everyone makes because you can make a difference. So stop being so blind to the problems and solutions that are right in front of us and be the one to contribute and help these people in poverty. Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much. Can we get number 4930?
Good morning, honorable judges and fellow speakers. Now, I would like to present a question to you today on whether we still live in a sexist society, where civilization, as we know it, has existed for the past 6,000 years, beginning in ancient Mesopotamia, which is now known as Iraq. And for as long as we've existed, patriarchy and misogyny have taken place in the mindsets of these societies. They have been in the core of these societies, and they have taken the main focus of these societies. You have the example of the 1800s in America, where women get punished for what other men did to them, where they get kissed, for example, when they didn't consent to it, when they didn't allow it, but the women get blamed for it anyways. More modern examples would be the example of how when a woman is at home and she dresses however the way she likes, and men break into her house and they steal her stuff, and people blame it because of the way she was dressing. And to fully understand this, we have to look at the definition of being sexist. What does it mean? It means to judge someone based on their gender, whether they're a male or a female. And And we see that it is an obvious problem because in America, which is considered as one of the most culturally aware countries in the world, where a man makes $1, a woman makes $75. Women are held back from opportunities. And in places like Saudi Arabia, on the other side of the spectrum, where you have harsh laws, where if a woman claims to be raped, then you need 8 female or 4 male witnesses in order to claim that that is true. But there is a flaw with that because obviously, as it is known that women are born the same as men, they are equal and they deserve equal rights. However, these people, there are still many people in society who believe the opposite. There are these people who say that no, women are still below men, and these are known as misogynists. And these people are the ones that are discriminating against women. Thus, countries like Australia passed the Sex Discrimination Act in 1984, which prevented discrimination against people of different gender in the workplace. And you have countries like France, where you have Emmanuel Macron, the new leader of France, having equal number of men and women in the country, leading the country. And the 19th Amendment of the USA allowed women to vote in 1920. And this was seen as a huge step in the 1920s. Because in the 1920s, women were now allowed to dance on their own, to drink on their own, to smoke on their own, even though smoking is bad. And they were allowed to vote. And this was a big step for women. And as Ronald Reagan once said, good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from poor judgment. And this is relevant because we have had so much bad judgment before in the past. We have had so many bad experiences. But I believe that through these bad experiences, we will make these good judgments. We will be able to change society for the better, and women will be more empowered. Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much. Can we get number 4647, please?
There is a saying, sticking stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of your hearts, from the deepest of your hearts, how many of you actually agree to this saying? That you will not feel sad, you will not feel angry, or you will not feel hurt by the names that you call. Me, when I first heard this saying, I thought to myself, is that really true? Will I really not feel affected by the names that people call me? Everyone, I was put in a situation that proved this saying wrong. Because back when I was 7, my friends, perhaps unintentionally, hurt me. You see, back then I sucked at game. And this caused him to actually rage so much whenever he played me. And at one point, he told me, Yelson, if you cannot play, just don't play at all. I know, he's pretty minor now, but I was 7 back then. So that was how my 7-year-old mind could not comprehend, and it broke. This was how his words hurt me, and this was how the saying that I heard is proven wrong. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, these words are actually very powerful. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can do the same as well. However, it's not really always the things that you say that will hurt others. Sometimes your words ricochet back and forth and they hurt yourself. Now, if you want to visit this subject of self-appreciation, let's take a look at a very well-known man named Mr. Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the current president of the US, and he has made his fair share of mistakes when delivering his speeches. Other than saying that he will build a wall or he will grab the by the cat, he did say, one of the outrageous quotes that he has said was actually, I think that the only difference between me and the other candidates are that I am more honest and my women are more beautiful. Mr. Donald, women are people, you can't own them. But thank you for being very honest with us anyway. Everyone, the point here is that speaking more is a perfect way for you to improve your way of life. But only when you know how to think before you speak. Because these words that you say shape what people think about you, shape the sort of person they think you to be. And in the end, they mold your life. These words can make, break, or mend relationships. So let's speak up more, my friends. Let's learn how to think before we speak. And in the end, let's venture into a better universe. Let's break less hearts and earn more. Thank you.
So just the kid. I think he's outside.
Check if he's coming back.
Okay, so it's time to go to main hall. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. That's the end of the participants for today. So basically